Campbell back to fullback.
And we're underway here on Super Saturday. It's the Melbourne Storm at the southern end of Cbus Super Stadium to work it away for, if not 6 points. Looked to be a perfect kick apart from the post. As for Suamala to the line, finds Campbell. Gillard goes over the top, quickly through the hands of Randall. Out here to Jojo Fafita, who beat Howarth. He runs towards Pappenhausen. Campbell backing up, and there you go. The team running 16th on the ladder against one of the heavyweights here today on a stormy afternoon on the Gold Coast, and they score first points.
Such a great support player, incredible instinct. In the moment Fafita stands up, Howarth with great strength and fend. Looming up on the inside was Jaden Campbell in the fullback position, and no one was going to catch him. The Gold Coast on the board, great work for Fafita.
Tough return for Jack Howarth, who's been out with live in the middle, switch to the edge. And now the try scorer himself right in front. Jaden Campbell makes it 6 points to nil. Pappenhausen floating out the back on this right-hand side. Here he is now, puts the speed on, shows a dummy, gives it to Farlongo. Ryan Pappenhausen, brilliance for the Melbourne Storm.
On that left edge for the Gold Coast side. Watch this, he just hits the afterburners all of a sudden there. Kelly in two minds. So too was Khan Pereira. He was caught out of the line.
Create something out of nothing, which has been his specialty. Hughes, the kick here, down to Khan Pereira. That's a good kick. 55 there on the fly as the flying winger brings it back to the Gold Coast 20. Still, try a piece. We'll talk about the proverbial arm wrestle. That's what we've got today. Gold Coast Titans absolutely desperate as Campbell makes another carry himself here. Titans 3 wins, 7 losses. Melbourne 6 and 4 coming into today's game. Fermor, a tip on. It sits up here for Sua Farlongo. He gets served up a try, his second of this opening half on the biggest silver platter you have ever seen.
Yeah, 4 minutes out from half-time and venturing down the left-hand short side, the Gold Coast side just unable to execute. Just too instinctive. Put himself in there in the position perfectly, and he strolls over untouched for his second of the afternoon.
So it's taken the best part of 40 minutes, but Melbourne have the lead here at last, and flags up for Ryan Pappenhausen's conversion attempt to play it there for Wishart. King once again, keen for work. And they're set with a big shift here for the right-hand side. As it comes across to Munster. Had options there. Liero was the lead man. Hughes was out the back. Munster hangs on to it. And they split the field in two. Come back out to this main grandstand side, the western side here at Cbus Super Stadium. Nothing doing for Trent Liero. They've used up 4 plays. Now Wishart himself from dummy half. He reaches out. He got through the tackle there. They left him on the ground. Verrills was there. So was Thomas Weaver, but they couldn't stop him with the ball in their hands. Shows it out. They were set for a crack on the right-hand side. He backed himself to come to the short side into the rooms at half-time. Quite the mood swing in this game. Pappenhausen strike. Here's a good one. He bends it back from the right upright. And at half-time, it's the Melbourne Storm on top of the Titans. They lead them 16 points to 6. And they've wasted a couple of them. Gold Coast back inside the Storm 30. Here's Suamala. Gets away there from the tackle. Valley Couture. It was almost a one-man band, though. There was really nobody pushing up there. They'll all sit on the next play, which arrives here from Verrills, who jumps out from dummy half. Kamikamitha stayed with him. They're back inside the Storm 10. 4 tackles gone in this set. Comes to Campbell Gillard. Here's Weaver out the back. Campbell now trying to get away from Howarth. What a ball! Out wide for Phil Sami. He might have hurt himself in the process. He dives in for the moment, though. He has narrowed this lead.
of an incredible pass in wet conditions from Jaden Campbell. He really is a marvel.
On Wishart right before half-time, which the Melbourne Storm scored off. Hughes again, takes them on, spins, doesn't reach out. It would have been a double movement. Keep your powder dry because you can just keep going and going. From on top of the line, quite literally. Comes back here to Katoa from Hughes. Again, charging hard, dragging bodies with him. 4 tackles gone in this set. Wishart. Jerome Hughes across to Munster. Early ball for Blore. Taking on Tom Weaver again, who went low, did his job there. Last tackle out of dummy half. Munster kicks. It's a good one. And coming through, Grant Anderson is there. Just to emphasise the point you were making, Nick, about his versatility. For the Melbourne Storm, he can play anywhere in the back line.
And set it up perfectly for Grant Anderson, who is just so reliable for this Melbourne Storm. On show from that left foot of Munster.
Pushing out beyond 10, which Pappenhausen does. Hung on to it.
Tackle.
They had to put their bodies in front there. Good job by Liero and also Blore. There's a tangle up. He tries to play it. It has to be 6 more. It's play on. And Verrill says, I'll just dive through.
Probably can't award a try there where you dive.
He goes to the side. He brushes Tino's legs. He certainly doesn't go through and underneath Tino.
And that's what the initial penalty's for, and we're moving on.
What does it say?
I wouldn't call that by any stretch a classic burrowing through the ruck.
I think that's hard done by. I really do.
Penalties here. Marks here.
Yes, he
Waits.
touched the leg of
Jaden
Suamalawi, but Asava Solomona had a fair crack at him.
Absolutely he did.
They can make amends here. Right on top of the line once again. Looking for a converted try to bring it back within 6 for Suamalawi. They drag in defenders here. There's got to be some space on that right-hand side in particular. They come back through Jolliffe, just trying to suck in this middle third of the field, drag defenders in, and now they shift it out to the right. Goes through 4 and Weaver, intercepted, taken here by Anderson, running away across the halfway line. Sami coming to him, so is Fafita, but they won't get to him. A length of the field try.
From Fafita, and also from Phil Sami. And heartbreak from the Gold Coast Titans with the instinct to pick up what Munster was putting down when he wanted to do the short kick, as we see Pappenhausen add the extras. And then just then, under pressure, he had to get that read right. If he doesn't land on that, it's a try to the Gold Coast side. Des is fuming. And it came on the back of this. This was the no try. Now, 2 Melbourne players just in the ruck. He gets to the side, picks the ball up and goes and brushes Tino's legs.
Ryan Pappenhausen was saying I was denied a chance. But Ryan Pappenhausen was on the other side of the play the ball.
Asava Solomona, 128 kilos, 6 foot tall, had enough time to stop the 85 kilo Sam Verrills.
So short restart here. Comes to Melbourne. There's offside though. Touch initially here by the Storm. And so Wishart deemed offside. The Titans need to get about things now. Down 3 converted tries in less than 14 minutes here on the clock. Set to go with a short one, and they get it back as Jolliffe charges hard. Takes it inside the Storm 20. Full set here from close range. Need to be perfect from this point on though. Weaver across to Randall on that right-hand side. Well stopped by Sean Blore. The 2 11s coming together. And 5 metres out. Back here to Weaver. 4 and tips it on. Kelly was there. He's running behind Beau Fermor. Taken down though by Suafar Longo, who didn't want to jam in. Make the tackle. Jolliffe. He went to the ground very quickly there in the Wishart tackle. And they're back on their feet. Playing through Weaver. He comes across here. Campbell rubbering. It'll sit up here for Sami again. It's all about Phil Sami and Grant Anderson on that far side in this second half. They do score, but they need to be clever from this point on.
Well, we've been waxing lyrical about just how reliable he is, and this time, unfortunately, just got a horror bounce, unable to hang on to the slippery ball. It's plenty of time for an unpredictable Gold Coast side as the rain is teeming here again at Seabus.
Well, you know, they've got nothing to lose here, the Gold Coast. Well, tonight at least on Super Saturday, the Sea Eagles at Four Pines Park over there at Brookie. Here is Pappenhausen, a bit of field goal practice to put it away. What a great strike in tough conditions. It'll go dead there. Weaver here comes out to four. One last shot for the Gold Coast. Fired some bullets today, but on a wet and gloomy afternoon. A stormy afternoon. It is the Storm. We finish on top here at Seabus Super Stadium.